Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode here of the Tejano Time podcast. Good evening to everybody out there that's starting to tune in. Everybody over on Tejano TV as well. That's right, we're streaming it live on Tejano TV. So thank you, everyone out there that joins us there every Monday, 8 p.m. as well. I would like to welcome to the show right here for the very first time here at the Tejano Time podcast. Welcome back, my co-host, también, Mr. Antonio V. and Bianca Ruiz, another rising star here in the Tejano industry. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Keith.
It's
Good to see
wonderful.
you.
Good to see you as well. And we've got a lot to talk about this hour here on Tejano Time podcast. For those of for the people out there, for the viewers, también, Bianca, that are not familiar with you like that, give them a little bit of your background, so they can get familiarized with you on your background, where you're from, how long you've been doing the singing thing, and whatnot.
Sure. Well, my name is Bianca Ruiz. I am here from Houston, Texas, born and raised here. I would call myself someone who is emerging back into the music industry.
Okay.
Keith, I actually have been singing, since I was 10 years old.
Okay. Wow.
And I started off singing English music. I've always been a big Whitney Houston fan. And, as a young girl, I would always beg my mom to put me in music lessons. And the lady at the time, she was a lady from Mexico, and she took several, only a certain amount of students. And she told my mom, she said, "I'll be honest with you." She said, if your little girl doesn't have a voice or an ear for music, I cannot take her. I'm at my limit. And so, how was my mother going to explain to a 10-year-old little girl that,
Yeah, exactly.
you don't? So I went and, I just did a Whitney Houston's hit, "I Will Always Love You," for this lady. And she was impressed, and she took me on as her student. And, I got to perform around the city of Houston at several events that we had. I got to perform at Despierta America. I don't know if y'all remember that morning
Yes.
show. I got to perform at Despierta America. And then, time went along, and, at the age of 14, I auditioned for a band. It was, we were called Sangre Latina. I was the lead vocalist. And again, we got to perform several events here that we had. Kakukuka was big time radio station back in the day. And Jumpin' Jess and the Boogeyman were, basically my promoters, and pushing me in that time. And I got to perform I don't know if you guys remember Party on the Plaza. We would have Party on the
Yes, of
Plaza
course.
here, and I
Yes.
performed there several times. I got to open up for Jay Pettis and several other bands. And we got to perform at the Tejano Fanfare back then, and got to go to the Tejano Music Awards when they used to host it there at the Alamo Dome.
Okay.
And I got awarded the Tejano Female Rising Star of the Year. Can't remember what year, but but and then, Keith, being a young girl who made a lot of poor decisions, I was involved with someone who, um, did not like the music industry, didn't really like where I was going. And, I made decisions that basically changed my path, right?
Hmm.
And then I started a family at a very young age, and basically I wasn't singing anymore. And I went back to school, I figured I needed to do something with my life. So I went back to school. I have a couple of degrees under my belt. And then, about 3 years ago, I got to meet Mr. Jim Luna.
Okay.
And that was about the time that things have started to change for me. And then, here I am, just released my first single, Bailar para Olvidar. And there's a lot of things happening. So I'm really excited and super, super blessed to be back and doing what I love. I've always loved to do.
Yes, I guess I was just going to say that you've always had a passion for music, for to put everything down and leave it alone for a while, and then come back to it. That's
Yeah.
just amazing, and it's tough to do for a lot of artists out there. So I'm sure that there's some people out there, a lot of folks out there that do remember you from back in the days. But if they don't, well, you've got some great information you guys can get from this interview here tonight that she's sharing for you guys out there as well. Bianca Ruiz, okay, from right here in Houston, Texas, guys, and she has an amazing single that we're going to get to during the show también to talk about. It's wonderful. It's produced by one of the greats también in the industry. We'll get to that as well. We'll talk about that. So growing up here in Houston, the city is such a rich and diverse music scene. What was your earliest exposure though to Tejano music?
Like I said, Kaku Ka was a big hit radio station here in Houston, Texas, and I was a huge fan. I've always been a huge fan of Stephanie Montiel. And it's quite interesting to me how my life has come full circle, right? Because as a young girl, singing, and once I started tapping into the Tejano music, I really fell in love with her voice, and I felt like I really resonated with her. And now, as I've come back into the industry, I can actually call her my friend. We've had conversations, we've spoken, and I think to myself, it's crazy to me that I can actually talk to her, and we've talked about several different things, and then to think that her husband was the first producer to be able to put my first single together. So
Wow.
it's really a huge blessing. I'm so grateful. I'm just so honored to call them my friends, and I'm just so blessed. It's really like I said, it's interesting how life sometimes unfolds. You never really
Yes.
know how your path is going to go. And I just feel like God has really given me the opportunity to really tap into it, and so I'm going full force this time, Keith.
Yes, and that's great. You should be, and you should. So,
Yeah.
what's the difference between? Well, I guess I would say your prior years. It was your early years. It was your younger years, should I say?
Yes.
Being in the music industry. What's different now than it was then? Technology, maybe.
Oh, definitely technology. I feel like now the emerging of female artists,
Oh
like
yes,
it
yes.
was it was not like that back in the day. There were very few of us that were out there performing. And now there are so many of us that are coming out full force with amazing talent, and it's great to be able to see it and be a part of it. And I'm rooting for us females to just like to overtake the
Yes.
Tejano industry, and just music in general.
Yeah.
It's music is just so man, you know
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
music
Yeah.
is so
Yeah.
exhilarating,
For
and
sure.
so yeah, I think that that's probably one of the biggest things that I have noticed from this time to back in the day.
Yeah. Great. Great. Some good stuff right there, Tony.
Yeah, going back, trying not to get into your past or anything like that, but I'm just curious because you did kind of mention it. So, is there anything from the past that now that you're away from that, that you would like to redo music wise? Like, you know, sounds like you were, in a rough situation or whatever. Is there any music or anything that you're like, okay, now I can focus and redo this or redo that to really, you know, to be you, you know? Is there anything that now you're being, called to do, like, okay, now I can redo this one song, for instance, because my heart really wasn't into it or something like that?
Well, I think that in my younger years, we did do a lot of cover songs. Um, we got to record a demo. We didn't get to really record a full single or an album. We got to record a few demo songs. So I didn't really get a chance to tap into my artistry side as a person and my own music and my own style. And to be honest, I think it was a good thing because I was very young and I didn't really know myself or what I really wanted, right? In life. Who does at the age of 14, 15 years old, right? So I think now as a woman with life experience, I can take a lot of those past experiences and really put them into my music now, right? And so it's kind of helped me. It's really helped me. And sometimes, although I've thought about like what would it have been if I did accept, because I was offered by two different record labels to sign. And sometimes I wonder, like, what would my life have been like if I would have taken those opportunities at that time? But everything happens for a reason, and I'm never like, oh man, I did for a while. I did kind of like, I was hard on myself, but then I thought, you know what, everything happens for a reason, and I'm just so grateful to be able to do what I love again at this time, in my life.
And we hear it on our podcast, when we interview female artists, props to y'all, because we don't know what it is or what's going on, but man, you guys are just popping out of nowhere. And
it's true. Yeah.
It's awesome. And it's good to see more female artists getting involved in the music industry.
I agree.
Yeah, back in the days, it was, as they would like to say, and they've always said it, and they still probably continue to say it today, that it was just a male-dominated genre of music, Tejano music. But I mean, there's just, I believe that there's more female artists today than there is male artists. You know what I mean? It's hard to juggle it back and forth because there's just so many of them. There are a lot of young, talented artists that are female artists that are coming out. Which is great. It's great. We need it.
Absolutely, I agree.
So how would you describe your unique sound, Bianca, within the Tejano genre? Are there any contemporary or classic Tejano artists who inspire you or your music along the way or have?
I think that, again, I will say, yes, Stephanie Montiel has always been my biggest Tejano artist. And when we released Bailar para Olvidar, I had some people come to me and say, yeah, I can hear a little bit of a Stephanie vibe in there. And so I did get a lot of that. But, I think that too, I think that also, like, esta Alicia with Límite, she was a big artist that I felt, I really liked a lot of her music. And then stepping out of the Tejano genre, artists like Rocío Dúrcal, her amazing voice in the mariachi genre. And, there's just so many artists that I'm like, man, their vocality and their style and their voice, it's just a beautiful thing. And a lot of times you listen to it and you think, wow, like that's something that you would kind of want to maybe incorporate
Yeah.
in some of the music, you know.
For sure, for sure. I'm gonna get to some comments right quick. Some people are out there just watching and viewing the show. Thank you guys once again. Share the live, by the way, if you guys are watching as well. We want to send a big hello going out to your mother. Roxanne is tuned in right now. Hello, everyone. She
Hi,
says,
Mom.
"Saludos. How are you?" Mr. Fabian Peña también. Saludos from
Yes.
the Los Arcos, Hermanos Peña, tuned into the show. Saludos, everyone. That is Luis Garcia as well.
Hola.
This is Bianca. Hi, what's up? We also have Stella Coronado right here as well.
Hi, Stella.
Just tuned in. Hello, Stella. Thank you for tuning into the show. Mr. David Vela. Stella says here, you got
Yes.
hello, Keith, Antonio, and new artist Bianca. I heard her music, a rising star. Her single was amazing. Great voice. David Vela, Oakland, is watching. Thank you, David.
Yes, thank you, David.
Yes, and we also got Michelle Ann there. Hello, everyone. It's tuned in over on our YouTube channel as well.
Hi.
Alejandro C. Lopez. Saludos, Alejandro.
Hola, Alejandro.
Another rising star, should I say, who's going to be on the show very, very soon as well. Celeste Escobar from here in Houston as well.
Yes,
She
yes.
is doing great things también, so be on the lookout for her. Another young, talented artist there is from here in Houston, so be on the lookout for that as well. We got Olivia Jimenez. Good evening, everyone. Keith, Antonio, and Bianca. También
Hi,
saludos.
Olivia.
How are you? Good to hear from you. So your mom is here. Says letting the young women that no matter what happens, and letting them know. She says here, no matter what happens in their young life, they can still follow their dreams. Yes,
Absolutely.
indeed.
Yes, absolutely.
Great deal. Awesome. So yeah. Thank you guys for those comments there as well. If there's anything you would like to ask Bianca, feel free. Definitely drop them there in the comments, and we'll get to those throughout the show here as well. But we definitely want to play her song here in just a few more minutes. Doing good, thank you, and came by to support the interview and live. That's from Olivia. Well, thank you, Olivia. We truly appreciate you right there. Yes.
Yeah.
Go out there and follow her right there. Another TikTok influencer right there. So she's a social media influencer, put it that way. Great guy. She's a great girl. She's got does a lot of interviews with a lot of people out there. So give her a follow, Olivia Jimenez. Look her up, guys, on social media. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you so much for tuning in as well.
Thank you, Olivia.
So let's get a couple more questions out the way before we play the song. I know people are waiting to hear the song. It's been out. It's on radio, in your local radio station, internet radio stations, guys. Request it, or you can also get it on all streaming platforms as well. Okay, so it's a great cumbia. It's got pop to it. Put it that way. It's not your just typical cumbia song. Well, let's talk about the song. Put it that way. You're on the show for that particular reason. It's your I would say your debut single right now, because everything that you had before you set aside. Not that it didn't matter. It's still something. It's experience that you had in the past. Now today you come with a brand new single, produced by Mr. Gabriel Zavala. So tell me, how did that come about?
Well, like I said, I got to meet the wonderful Stephanie Montiel and Gabriel Zavala at one of our meet and greets. It was the first Tejano Super Jam that we had here in Pearland, Texas. And they were one of the performers, and I got to meet them in person. And, I was like in shock, first of all, that I got to meet them. And then I reached out to Mr. Zavala about possibly doing something together. And, some time went on, and, we finally got to catch up, and I said, okay, I'm ready. And so, he said, well, what do you think you want to sing? What do you want to sing about? And, we had some ideas going back and forth, and we were like, let's sing about after. I said, let's sing about, what happens after a breakup, right? Like how it helps a woman, how do they deal with their emotions after a breakup? So, he threw some ideas at me, he threw some lyrics at me, and then he threw the song, and I was like, yep, that's it.
That is it right there, huh?
Yes, I just knew when I heard it. I was like, yes, that's a good one. Let's go with it.
So that's how that came about. And that's the song, guys, that we're going to get to right now. But I want to send a big shout out to the man that she thanked earlier as well. Mr. Jim Luna. He's on the live as well.
Hi,
Bianca.
friend.
Saludos, Jim. How are you, my brother? Thank you so much for tuning into the show right here. He plays a big part in her second, her kickoff to where she's at today. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? He's took her under his wing as well, and she's been at a lot of his shows and performing as well to get to some exposure, should I say? Yes, as well. That's what we all need nowadays. A lot of these new artists, so big shout out to Mr. Jim Luna doing his thing as well.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yes. And
Absolutely.
we got Vic Martinez from Phoenix, Arizona, who says saludos as well.
Hi, Vic.
And let's see what we got here. We got, we got Adrian Peña también says saludos, everyone. I think everybody's just mentioning or sending out shout outs to each other on here. Gil Cervantes, saludos from DJ Gil. He says hello.
Hi, Gail.
All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in as well. And Olivia as well, thank you so much for tuning in. She says, you're so welcome, Keith Leal. I love to see you, your show, and all the Tejano artists in your amazing Tejano industry. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for tuning in. But let's get to the song. Let's enough of all the jibber jab and all that other stuff, because I know people are waiting for the song. So let's hear the finished product, and we'll come back with some more questions for Bianca as well. Right here, if you're just joining us, everyone on Tejano TV, again, thank you for tuning into the show. Bianca Ruiz, right here from H-Town, Houston, Texas, an artist, a brand new artist. Well, I wouldn't say brand new, but I mean she's got her debut single, so she's new to the industry right now. For everyone out there that's not familiar with her music, and check this out. This is her brand new single, which is available on all streaming platforms right here, guys. All right, so let me get Gil's name off the screen. I'm not sure why it's still up there, but yeah. All right, Gil, there you go. Yeah. So check this out, guys, right now. Available on all digital platforms. Bailar para olvidar. Okay, this is the new one right here. Once again, from Bianca Ruiz. So if you guys enjoy the song, let her know what you think. Drop some comments there in the box for you guys. Okay, we'll be right back. We'll here in a short few minutes. Check out the song, Tejano Time Podcast.
Qué fuerte me heriste cuando me dijiste adiós. Mi corazón rompiste, en pedazos se quedó y no sabía yo qué hacer en la vida sin tu querer. Yo no esperaba un después, sentí que mi vida se acabó. Con un poco de tiempo la tristeza se me fue. Me volvieron las ganas de divertirme otra vez. Ahora que vivo sin ti, yo ya ni casi pienso en ti. Y cuando yo voy a salir, siempre les pido unas cumbias buenas. Quiero bailar para olvidar y quiero vivir para sonreír. Voy a olvidar que me abandonaste y que mi corazón quebraste. Voy a empezar sin ti de nuevo y voy a realizar mis sueños. Yo quiero bailar para olvidar y quiero vivir para ser feliz. A veces la vida te tumba, pero con esta rica cumbia me levantaré y yo bailaré, siempre sobreviviré. Yo quiero bailar para olvidar, Con un poco de tiempo la tristeza se me fue. Me volvieron las ganas de divertirme otra vez. Ahora que vivo sin ti, yo ya ni casi pienso en ti. Y cuando yo voy a salir, siempre les pido unas cumbias buenas. Yo quiero bailar para olvidar, quiero vivir
available on all digital platforms, guys. Go out there and stream it or request it on your internet radio station, local radio station, Bailar para Olvidar, right there from Bianca Ruiz, right from here in H-Town, guys. That's right. So the great song. A lot of people love the song. Again, stream it. Go out there and grab it, guys, and add it to your playlist. It's available out there for what on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you get your songs from. It's there, guys. So go out there and search Bianca Ruiz. It'll be there for you. Okay. Now, we got quite a few more comments that come in here right quick. Wow, nice, good deal. So we appreciate that beautiful song. We've got Adrian Peña says here, hello Bianca, sounds great. We look forward to sharing the stage with you sometime soon. De parte de sus amigos, Los Arcos Hermanos Peña as well. That's
Claro
right.
que sí, claro que sí.
There you go. And we also have Stella says, love her music, great voice. Definitely. Great voice as well. We have, who else we got here? Mr. Bobby Castañeda is tuned in. Hello, Bianca, Keith, and Antonio from Califas. Bianca, I love your music.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you so much.
And David Vela says, Rocket. Will Bianca be performing in San Antonio, Texas? That song, I believe, will be a big hit. I know music artists, but I support new artists. You know what I mean? So
thank you so much.
Yeah, you can just feel the energy behind that song too. Awesome song.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Very, very, very great song. Very catchy too. Like you said, it's got a little bit of, it just sounds similar to what the beat and the rhythm of, some of the Stephanies and stuff, whatnot. But it's there. It's there. It does sound, but it's a great song no matter what. It's produced by, of course, the great Gabriel Zavala, man, doing very, very great, very big things out there, man. George Vince says, Bianca Ruiz, dope artist, Cali support. That's right.
Hey, George. Yes.
There we go. And Celeste says she hopes to meet you on the 21st. That's right.
Yes. We have an event coming up this weekend here in Houston.
Yes, as a matter of fact, let me share that poster right quick with you guys. So, yes, she's going to be out there, Bianca, this weekend, okay? We're the 21st, 809 Congress Street here in H-Town. So go out there and support it, okay? We will be talking more about this on Thursday as well. We will have the entire full lineup of this event right here. So 18 and up, we're welcome. Don't miss it on Saturday. Free live Tejano music. Okay, 809 Congress Street in Houston, Texas. Go out there and check it out. Make Music Day in Houston. So Bianca Ruiz will be there. Celeste will be there. I believe Pete Espinosa is going to be there, and a few other artists as well. So we'll get some more details on Thursday. So tune in here as well for that. So yes, so that's going to be awesome. An awesome event.
I have to ask you, Bianca, any calibrations that are in the works, or somebody you're hoping to calibrate with in the future?
I don't have anything in the works, but absolutely, I would love to collaborate, with, there's so many different artists. I got to sing twice now recently with Jesse Turner with Grupo Signo. So that was awesome and amazing, right? Singing along with Mr. Turner. He's so amazing and he's such an amazing artist. And I've just been super blessed to be able to do that with him. But I don't have anything in the works, but I'm down. I'm down for those collaborations. You really see nowadays a lot of different artists kind of blending different music styles, different genres, and I think it's powerful. It really makes an impact and opens the doors for different artists if they're wanting to tap into a different music style. So, I'm always down for that. So
right now, I think we're seeing a lot of artists more and more doing a song or two in country, like you said, they're jumping around, and that's awesome, and it's not that the Tejanos are looking for them, but I'm reading more and more where, they're looking for us to do some kind of calibration.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just telling somebody today, actually, that, I saw that, although he's not Tejano, but I was watching Karim Leon, that he's about to do a whole country album. And he's really been able to tap into and cross over on that side just by doing some collaborations.
Right.
So yeah, I think that the door is there. I think that if you listen to Tejano music and country, they're very similar, right? Their
Hmm.
sound, their beat, some of their dancing, like it blends, and so I think that's why it's kind of an easier crossover to do.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very, very true right there. Yes, definitely. So, Bianca, being a female artist here in the Tejano music industry, what has been one of the biggest challenges right now as a female artist in our industry today? Any challenges that you faced or have faced?
Whew, well, I think that being a female, period, like being a female, period, in any industry, right, is difficult. Um, it's challenging, right? I feel like, and I don't know if you know this, Keith, but I'm also a business owner, and
Yes.
um, the music industry is also another form of business, right? And I just feel like, yes, there's a bunch of us women, coming out and trying to come into the music, artistry of Tejano music, and it's just challenging. It really is challenging as a woman. I'm not really sure why it's been like that, but it is, and so I
Yeah.
feel like we have to do more. We have to work a little bit harder, just to kind of kick that door down and say like, hey, like I'm here, like
Here.
like don't forget about me. But and that's okay, right? Like we women, we're capable of doing and holding. We can do 10 things at one time, but it is a little challenging. I feel like that's probably one of the biggest challenges is really just being able to put yourself out there where you do want to express yourself in your way, in your creative way, but and kind of show like the little bit of the uniqueness that you have as a person, and and still have that respect that unfortunately we women we don't get sometimes some of that same
Yeah.
hospitality that the men
The
can
men get
sometimes
right.
get more. So it is a little bit more difficult for us, but not impossible, right? It's not
Right.
impossible, but it's a little bit more difficult.
You can overcome, right? You can overcome those
Absolutely.
challenges.
You can
Yes.
overcome anything with hard work. So with hard work and dedication, I'm always down for the challenge. So, but yes, I think that's probably one of the biggest things, biggest hurdles, and for all of us women,
Yeah.
in anything that we do.
Yeah.
Of
Do
course.
you
Of
think?
course.
Do you think? You said it's kind of difficult. Do you think that now with the new technology, like we were talking about earlier, that it's easier as far as being a female to be able to do something? And now that things have changed, obviously, from when you started to where we are right now, that hey, this is a good like this song that we just did. Is it less of a challenge now that with the digital world that hey, now my music can go out there, I don't really have to count on so and so to do it for me? Do you think that is kind of like a one less obstacle?
Well, yes, in a way, right? Because of social media, I think that being a female gives us a little bit of an edge because with just doing social media and our presence, and if we were to really push it every single day and post something every single day and push out our music and just our who we are, and kind of show a little bit of a different side of us, if we're not just talking about music, but just to let the people see who we are. I think being a woman, yes, it does give us a little bit more of a benefit on social media because I think that as a man, they would prefer to see a woman on social media over a man. So yes, we do get a little bit more of that benefit, and it does benefit us more, right? So yes, I would say so. I think that if we do have a little bit of an edge on that aspect. Yes.
Yeah, like we said before, I think it's awesome that we're getting a lot more female artists opening those doors. It doesn't care what so and so says. I'm going to do my music. I'm going to do what I want. Because it's time for a change. Honestly, there's so much talent out there from you females that, me having a radio station myself, I'm always looking for something like that too. I'm like, oh wow, let's check this out. This is something new. Boom, we got to play this. Some music comes across. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to send this back. Then you
you redo this for me, please.
Uh-oh.
We get a lot of that, though. Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, social media really right now is it can really pave the way for people. You hear some artists that it's really opened the door for them. So it's a good time for us to really take advantage of and using it.
Yeah, well said, well said. Big shout out, right quick. Some more shout outs to Tiger Mays, Blessings fam, Bianca Ruiz,
Tiger Mays, hey fam.
Yes. There she was there. Olivia says she will be over at the event on the 21st. Great, hope to see you there.
Awesome.
Tiger Mays right there. Keith Leal, Blessings brother, DJ Tiger Mays, Tiger Eye Show. Saludos. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. And we have, just like Roxanne, your mom says here, she had the pleasure of hearing Celeste. We had to hearing her over in Pasadena, so she says she definitely loves her voice.
Yes. Amazing.
Jose Oliva says, "Are you willing to collaborate?" I believe we touched on that earlier.
Yes, absolutely.
Earlier. Door is open for sure.
Yes.
So, yes, and Mr. Johnny Riojas también says here, "Hola amigos from the Rojas." Family there has hello, Mr. Leal, Bianca Ruiz, and you guys are all great. Blessings. Thank you, brother.
Hi, Johnny.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
He was the show we were at recently, and over in Pasadena. He was sitting at the table right behind me, and I had no clue. He's like, "Where were you at?" I was like, "I seen the video he posted," and I was like, "Now I'm looking at the video." I was like, "Well, I was in front of you." But I got to meet that guy. I will meet you very, very soon, Johnny. Thank you for tuning into the show. Great supporter as well, right there. Always supporting music, Tejano music, all over the place. So, good deal.
I had family sitting beside me too in Pasadena that I didn't know were there either.
Yeah, like I said, hello, Mr. Antonio. Blessings to you, sir, as well. And we got another artist here, Miss Sammy Torres. That's right.
Sammy. Yes. Hey, Sammy.
She says, "Keep charging forward, Bianca." Definitely.
Thank you.
Saludos. And she says she's waiting on her Doritos. LOL. I'm not sure
hey,
who she's talking
I
to.
I had those bags of Doritos. I was ready to give them to you, girl.
There you go. She's waiting.
I had some ding dongs ready for Alize Nino.
Oh, really?
She said she never had a ding dong before, and I was like, "Huh? What?"
She's never had a ding dong before?
That's what she said.
Oh, wow. Well, we're going to have to get her a whole case. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Greg Martinez says Pandora and Spotify, of course. Yes, I believe that's where your music is available también as well. So search for music, Bianca Ruiz, guys. Yes. She means being a hottie with a body. Well, I guess we were touching on something earlier there. LOL. Yeah. The show is definitely enjoyable and fantastic, Luis Garcia says. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Awesome contact information. So I guess Jose Olivas is trying to get a collab going. So, yeah, definitely contact information. I don't want to put it all over the show, but we definitely can give you some, if you have a contact number, maybe a booking number that they can call, Bianca?
Yes, absolutely. It's you can I don't know if you have Facebook, but you can reach out to me on Facebook, Bianca Ruiz, or well, I really don't want to put a number on here, but
no, definitely not. So just reach out to her, inbox her through Messenger. I would say
yes,
probably
reach out to me. Yeah, definitely. I
Yes,
will.
Jose, definitely. And y'all can get something going. Bianca Ruiz and Alize, it says a duet, two young artists. That's what David Vela says. Well, that's
Oh
something.
yes, yes, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. And yeah, and your mom says, "Hi, Sammy. We love you, and those Doritos are gone since fanfare."
Yes, yes, we had him at fanfare, ready to give him to her, and I never saw her.
Awesome, awesome, good stuff right there. So, on the flip side to the question that I had asked you earlier, Esther Bianca, what are some of the most rewarding moments that you've had in your young, I would say, stint right now, coming back into the business?
Well, Keith, I have been so just incredibly blessed and honored to be able to have taken the stage with some of the greatest of the greats in Tejano music. I mean, Little Joe and
Wow,
of
that's some,
course La Fiebre, and Jay Perez and uh, Jimmy Gonzalez and I mean, so many artists that I've been able to perform alongside, and it's just incredible to me. Like I said,
mhm.
it's interesting how life works, because when you kind of let go of something. Um, and although you don't want to, when you let go of something, you don't really know what your future holds. And
Right,
so
right.
now that it's kind of come back full circle, I am an I sometimes I'm telling myself, oh my gosh, I can't believe that really happened, or oh my gosh, I can't believe I got to sing with that person, or oh my gosh, I can't believe I got to meet that person. So I am just so blessed to be able to have been able to take part and sing alongside these amazing artists, truly amazing icons.
Yes, very and legends at that too. At little talking about Little
Absolutely.
Joe, I
Yes.
believe that was one with Agustina Ramirez. I believe it went not too long. I mean, there's a lot of greats out there. That you share the stage with some
Yes.
of Jim's events. También. So
Yes.
it's amazing, amazing to get back in and already up there doing your thing with some of the greats in the business. So yeah, we wish you continued success going forward, Bianca. We're definitely here. Let's talk about the video. There's a video. I would say you mentioned that it's in the works. Is there a release date for the video just yet?
Not an exact date, but it's definitely gonna probably out by next month.
And next
July.
month.
Yes.
Awesome.
By July it's coming out.
Yes. So be on the lookout for the video as well, guys. And you got to follow her on her social media pages. Okay. Where are you most active at, Bianca?
Probably on my music side, probably TikTok. TikTok. You can find me there at Bianca underscore sings. If I'm not singing, and then I'm probably dancing, because I guess in my past life I probably wanted to be a dancer too.
Well, that's
Um,
sort of what Tony does too on his TikTok. Yeah. So,
yeah, yeah. So yeah, you can find me there, and you know, I'll give little teasers of what's coming out. So
right.
yeah, I'm working on my music video, and I'm actually going to be back in the recording studio very soon, working on my next release. So
Wonderful.
I'm excited
Amazing.
about that.
Yes, and this one is starting to take off, guys. So another one is already, I mean, she's jumping already on another song. So yeah, be out there again and look out for the video. Follow her on her social media platforms, guys. Just TikTok's her most active, but you can still follow her on her. You're on Facebook. Are you on Instagram también?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. Yes.
Okay, give her a follow. Keep up with everything. Again, she'll announce when things happen or when they're in the process of releasing a new single or the video is going to be hitting the YouTube. You have a YouTube channel también, right? Or not yet?
Actually, no, I do not have a YouTube. Not yet.
Not yet.
My husband's like, you need to start a YouTube. You need to start a YouTube. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's really difficult to manage when
Yeah.
you have like all these like pages. It is so difficult. I mean, I'm like, okay, what am I going to post here? What am I going to post here? What am I going to post here? it's challenging.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't want to post the same stuff on all of
Yeah.
the
On all of them. Right.
platforms. So it's almost like you have to be a little bit picky about what you're going to post on where. But yes, I will be starting for sure. By the time I release my music video, I will start my YouTube page.
There you go. So be on the lookout for that. Jose Oliva says he'll reach out to you on Facebook. Thank you. And to,
Perfect. Thank
yes,
you.
and thanks, Antonio and Keith. You appreciate you guys. So yes, definitely reach out. You never know, a collab could be in the works in the future. So we'll wait and see. Again, if you're following her on her social media pages, you will get all that. You know, if it happens to be possible, you never know. So yeah, and a big shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now from wherever you're tuned in. Thank you for joining us. We are talking with Bianca Ruiz right here from H-Town, Houston, Texas. You know, another star here that's is doing great things, man. A new single that's out and available on all digital platforms, Bailar para Olvidar. Okay, it's a great cumbia, guys. Very catchy and upbeat. So request it on your local radio station. You can also stream it live, available on all digital platforms. So stream it. Definitely go out there and add it to your playlist. I know it's a fan favorite for a lot of you out there that already heard the song before. And for those of you that haven't, well, you're probably new to it. And if you like it, grab it, okay? And yeah, Jose gives you a little high fives there. Yes, thank you, Jose. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thanks
Yes.
so much.
So Greg Martinez says you need to get network crew to take care of your social media.
Yes, I do, because it's you know what? Social media is a whole other job,
Yeah.
right? It's like
Yes.
it's like a whole
Oh,
other
trust me. We know how it is. It's definitely
yeah.
is.
I mean, you guys know, like it's serious because it's like you post, you got to edit, you got to do this, you got to do that. Like it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah. Sabrina Hernandez says hello, tuned in as well. Thank you,
Hi,
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Good deal right there. So Tony, what else you got, Tone?
Well, I was just going to ask her any upcoming performances or something, but I just ran across uh, September. You're going to be going on a cruise, right? With some very good.
We are going on the water, and I will be honest, I'm a little bit nervous because I've never been on a cruise.
Oh wow!
So I'm like, okay, I'm a nurse, right? Like my profession is a nurse. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna need this drug, this drug, this drug, this drug. But then I'm like, I don't want to be overly medicated since I'm gonna be singing, right? But yes, I'm gonna be there. La Fiebre is gonna be there. Mike and the Iconics, Stevie D, David Faria. So yeah, we're going to be heading out, I believe, September the 27th on the Carnival Cruise. So yeah, that's exciting. You know, hopefully,
Awesome.
hopefully everything's going to go smooth.
All right. Yes, definitely. It's going to be a great cruise, guys. So I believe they can still go out and get tickets. I mean, I don't have that information with me, but Tony, I believe that's Quarter Moon Productions, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Share whatever you got there, Tony. Share it if there's information there.
Oh yeah, it is shared. But yeah, it's yeah, it says like she said, September 27th. I'm not good with the names, but what is it? Cosmal.
Cozumel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to Cozumel. We're going to Progreso.
I don't want to keep rubbing it in your face because you said you're kind of nervous, but it's 5 nights.
5 nights.
That's gonna be a long. That's gonna be. I don't know that I could do one, but
Yeah, have you guys been on a cruise?
I've never been on a cruise.
I want to go. But my wife is the one that's like, I kind of almost 99.9% at one point convinced her. And then it just took like a slingshot all the way back to 1%. So I was like, damn, but I'm getting there. It's going to work. It's going to work out. Tony has not, and I'm not sure why. Well, we spoke on this recently too, right, Tony?
Kind of the same thing. My wife is ready to go, and I'm the one that's kind of holding back.
Okay.
Oh, really? So it's, yeah.
Yeah. It's
You
funny.
need all the drugs too, Tony. You need all the drugs and the bands. They got some bands that you can wear for like nausea and,
Yeah, I had to fly from Houston to El Salvador, and I had to be medicated just for that flight too. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. I think it would be fun. Get it off the list.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so many of them that happen out there, but this one's going to be a great one. There's so much talent that's going to be on that ship. I mean, like you mentioned earlier, Fiebre is going to be there. David Farias, just to name a few. Bianca herself is going to be there as well. So yeah, why not join in?
Yeah, we're going to be dancing the nights and the days away, so hopefully we won't even feel that we're on the water. We're just going to be having a good time.
It's going to be awesome, guys. So yeah, look up, that on, you can look it up over on Jim Luna's page. I'm sure he's sharing it as well. And as soon as we grab that flyer, we'll definitely share it as well. So is it because she watched the Titanic?
No.
I don't know if that was for me. I'm not sure who she was talking to, but no, I don't think so.
No.
Johnny says
it's different, right? When you're on the water, it's so different than walking on land. It's different.
Different. Yeah.
Keep the drinks coming.
Yeah. Don't stop. Cruises are nice. He says you will not feel a thing. Keep the drinks coming. That's what Johnny says. Good deal, Johnny. Thank you for that, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, so guys, and we're almost out of time here. We got a few more minutes as well. So if you guys have anything out there for Bianca, feel free to drop it in the box, and we'll get to those questions right there. So now, one other question I do have for you, Bianca. Do you plan on you don't write music, correct? Or correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, not fully, but I will say this next song that I'm going to be recording in the studio soon. My husband actually wrote it, and
okay.
And I wrote some of the lyrics. I'm not going to give full credit. I give the credit to him, but my husband wrote the song, and he's actually a poet. But we have a friend of ours who's kind of been helping us blend the words a little bit better for the song. So yeah, so that's going to be the next one that I'm going to be releasing. And yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be a little bit different style.
Good deal. Awesome. Well, so that's cool. I mean, it's a start, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It definitely is a start. You never know. Maybe a few years down the line, she might decide to write her own song, and it's something. A lot of artists do. Some of them stay away from it completely. They don't want to have nothing to do with that department, and I get it. You know what I mean? But if you have the talent, put it to use. You know what I mean? There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely. That's a whole other challenge too, Keith.
Yes, I know. And I'm sure it's not. I know definitely it's not easy. But again, if you have that, go for it. You know what I mean? Just give it a shot. You never know.
Absolutely.
It's the Julian Gonzalez right there, accordion player for La Fiebre. Saludos. Tuned in. Thank you, buddy.
Hey, Julian.
He is right there doing great things también as well. Tuned into the show. Thank you so much. So, guys, again, her new single is out and available on all digital platforms. Go out there and get it. Okay, guys, this one right here, man. Search it up. Check it out. Bianca Ruiz, available on all digital platforms. Bailar para olvidar is the name of the tune. All right. So go out there and add it to your playlist, guys. It's available, and she's got a video to come very, very soon también. So be on the lookout for that. Give her a follow on her TikTok page, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. MySpace. I can go on with social media pages. No, I'm just kidding, Bianca. But yes, all her social media platforms. Go out there and give her a follow, and be on the lookout for all the great news that she has up and coming as well for the future. Again, any last words from you, Tony?
Yeah, I was going to ask just one last question. I know,
Sure.
we're getting really short on time, but anyways, I know the boss. Any advice that you would give any of our artists, female artists, or anybody in general?
Yeah, I think that specifically for the females, the younger female artists, I'm just gonna say, don't give up. Don't give up your dream. Keep working hard. Don't let anybody stop you. You got one life, and you need to just go with it, right? Don't follow those guys. Okay. Don't get trapped. You just keep going, and follow your heart. It's because if not, you'll think back and you'll wonder, what would have been, or what could have happened. So go full force with it. And thank you so much, Keith, for having me on, and Antonio. I really appreciate being with you guys on the show tonight. And and hope to see you guys soon.
Yes, definitely. And if you're going to be in the Houston area, people out there this weekend, and you're looking for some live music, don't forget you can catch her along with a lot of other artists out there. It's going to be happening Saturday. I believe it kicks off at, let's see, the time is there, 2 p.m. in the afternoon up until about 8 o'clock, okay? 809 Congress Street over in Houston, Texas. I believe that's downtown, if I'm not mistaken. Make Music Day, all right? It's going to be happening this weekend. She'll be there performing along with Pete Espinosa. Celeste Escobar is going to be there. I know there's some more artists that are going to be on the card as well. So just, be on the lookout for that, okay? And check out the page. Her page, she'll be posting that as well. And I know it's all over social media. Look us up on our social media pages, if you want to get the full lineup and whatnot as well. So, and Thursday, we will have a special show that's going to be committed to that as well. So be on the lookout for that, 8 p.m. right here on the Tejano Time Podcast. That's right. So again, pleasure having you on the show, Bianca. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, guys.
I know it's you're very busy. You know what I mean. Again, what before you go, what is I don't want to get too much into what you do and your profession, but again, you're a nurse, so that's a deal. And that's another show, should I say, right? But on a daily basis like that, what do you do? Just to have fun or whatnot, other than when you're not paying attention or you're not doing your nursing, you're not doing the music. What do you like to do on the side?
Oh gosh.
Because I know you got very little time for anything, pretty much, right?
Yes, that is true. But when I do have time, I like to go to the movies. I like to go buy some shoes. I'm a big shoe fanatic.
There you go. So shopping is one. Yeah, that's
Yes.
cool. Definitely
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't have a lot of time, Keith. Some people, they'll ask me, like, what's your favorite show? I don't know what my favorite show is. I don't even have time to watch TV.
So your mom says you like to travel.
I do love to travel. Yes, I do love to travel. I got to go to Europe last year for the first time. That was incredible. But yeah, that's when in those moments when I do get to step away. But mostly I just focus on right now, just on my music and of course my day job.
Day job. Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks
We
so
will
much.
catch you very, very soon as well. You're always welcome back here on the show as well. So good luck to you with your new single that's out right now, available on all platforms. And we'll be waiting on the video for sure as well. So
Yes.
definitely. So keep us in the loop on that as well. All right.
I will. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Good night. Thank you.